for the teams to get ready here on Dorado. It's a little bit similar to Numbani, except the first checkpoint is less of a skirmish, as Numbani has so many openings to get through. So the streets phase are quite similar. High buildings, only a couple of points for the defense to. So the streets phase in Numbani, you have about 2 points to defend. No, actually, to be honest, they are a little bit similar, but the differences are the start of Dorado. Okay, wait, I'm going to go with the similarities first. The high buildings and the long streets, yeah? So, really good for Pharahs, really good for Genjis, so different levels along there. It's not a very flat map, just like Numbani is not a very flat map. So with Dorado, the first checkpoint is not open like Numbani is. You've got as I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to go up and over here. So right here, usually people will either push here from the staircase on your right, or they're going to come through the entranceway here to your left, where you've got a little gap here for people to sneak in through, and you can get people over the wall just over here, which we usually see Pharah, Reaper, Genji, Hanzo, anyone up there. Sometimes you see Hanzos and Widowmakers and they get up here and then they can cause all sorts of havoc, but it's very compressed here. Sometimes you see Mays. No one's playing a May though this time around, so unfortunately I'd like to see a May be played here. From either side here, well, either side, I mean, like the defense. The defense is really good to throw up the wall, cut off half the team, and they've got the Ana, so you could play it with the Ana and you throw the Bionic Grenade on the members that have got caught here inside the market. But that's the difference here, is only a few points of entry, whereas Numbani's quite open. And then the second phase of the map, usually you want teams just sitting up here on top of the balcony, and then once they get around to this corner here, just here, that's when you can fight. So, and then the other point that you hold is just over here as well. So you got two positions here on the streets phase of Dorado to hold from, whereas Numbani you've only really got one. Once you lose one fight on the streets phase and Numbani has defense, it's all over. So, and then the end are quite similar, where it's very compressed with the couple of corners, with a little bit of a high ground. It's very similar to the end of Numbani is Dorado. So here we go. We've got the balcony here, hold for Ignis right now. So Tryhard's shield begins to break as the Minutemen are pushing up the escort right here. So they've got pretty far here. Usually they need to drop early. They haven't dropped from the balcony, so they might get caught out here, Ignis. As Minutemen have pushed in nice and comfortably here. They finally Falcon members have rotated around, but they've surrounded all the members of Minutemen right now. Minutemen need to stay together. They had a really good position here. Man, Tryhard comes in. He dominates with 2 kills already, so it's a good job for him. Koff does get the kill on top of Tillam, but man, the Minutemen had a good opportunity here. They've already pushed in, and half the team of Ignis was on this side here on the left, and then the other side here on the right, where they kind of split around and went around Minutemen, where a couple of members of the Minutemen got caught out here on the street. They all needed to push in together because they would have been able to take a few of the members that got separated from the team of Ignis here in the market, but they're all grouped up together now, Ignis, so it's going to be a lot harder for the Minutemen to push in, man. But they've got Raving Raptor in the background here on top of Moonhex and Tillam. He gets a deflect on it though, so he needs to get out now. He's got the Xayah shield to give him out, but he's jumped back in though, and he gets a double kill, so man, balls to the wall. The bravery pays off here, so it's 6v4, and here comes the Earth Shadow from Tryhard with the Nano Boost on top of him, but the Transcendence from Swanky Pants is going to keep people alive. Big Bad Banana gets the kill on top of J-Van. So they're all over the place right now with Keedy. He's under a lot of pressure right now. No one's here to answer the fight from the Minutemen, and they're going to get the first point here after only about a minute and a half of play. So they're 4 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock now for them. They've got plenty of time to push through the streets phase, and Raving Raptor, the Big Bad Banana, doing a good job here, trying to prevent Ignis from getting the top side. So we see Raving Raptor right up here near the church. He just had a little bit of a slip, but he's going to get back up there now. As the members of Ignis are now starting to group up there, but he hits the deflect on top of Tillam, and Tillam kills himself with his own bullet. Raving Raptor's going to head back now with the Bionic Grenade on top of him, so he doesn't want to be able to fight with that on him. But Tryhard's up there with J-Van. We've got Sean right now on the far end, getting some rockets into the back line. They're going to keep pushing on the escort right now with Big Bad Banana, trying to break that shield. Raven Raptor's right behind him. They finally spotted him. He's jumped back down. He's underneath them now. The escort's pushed so far and almost jumped from the top side. They needed to jump early here, Ignis. So let the escort push way too far right now, as Moon Hex and Sean are right up here, trying to get a position to get some rockets off. The Swanky Pants kills Javen, Tillum kills Koth, so it's 5v5 right now, with Sean right up there getting some rockets into the back line. They've stopped the push right now, Minutemen. There's some pressure from the Sean's Pharaoh, so he's done a good job to keep people at bay with those rockets. See them just pushing around to the side, and Hydraulics is caught out right now. They could charge in and get him, but they're not going to be able to do it. Now he's got back to a little bit more of a safer position. The shield's beginning to crack, so he's going to have to let that go. They're going to have to regroup here on the right-hand side as 6. But good job from Ignis. They didn't pull the trigger early, but they've done it this time around. But the Earth Shatter comes out from Hydraulics. Doesn't really get anyone, but he's charging in the nano boost. He's been separated. He does take out Tryhard. Raving Raptor takes that to him. The res comes in from Moon Hex, but the Rocket Barrage up here from Sean. It does not get anyone. Swanky Pants and Raving Raptor have done so much damage right now that Sean's Rocket Barrage didn't do too much, but he does get a double kill afterwards though. The Graviton Surge is going to wipe up the rest of the members, so I'm going to have to eat my words here. Sean has proved me wrong, and they're going to be able to hold here in defense. Man, Ignis, I just felt like if they just pulled the trigger a little bit earlier, they wouldn't have to use so many ults. And man, this could cost them, because the cart is in a good position right now for the Minutemen. They have 4 ultimates up. If they just decide to go in here, they can win this fight. They've only got a Deadeye here with Tillum, and he needs to get in a good position to use it. And he's all the way on the other side of the map as Tryhard takes that Nugster. So, man, they just need a group of 6 right now, the Minutemen. It's their game to win. It's their checkpoint to win right now. They've got the advantage, and Tryhard, after that kill on top of Nugster, he's able to get the Earth Shatter. So this is becoming a better fight now for Ignis, as the Nano Boost and the Revive is going to be coming up. It's going to be online for them very shortly. It's just a few percentages away. So it's going to be a 4 ults against 4 ults now. Big Bad Banana does take out Tillum, so they want to go in. They took out someone with an ultimate. He couldn't get the Deadeye off as the Dragon Blaze pop from Raving Raptor. He gets a nice double kill. He's going huge. He has a bite of grenade on top of him. No one's being able to capitalize here. Earth Shatter comes out. He's charged in Tryhard. He will get a kill on top of Nugster, but the damage has already been done to his team from Raptor's handiwork here. So, man, that guy's got balls, man. He jumped in with a bionic grenade and still got a double kill. He's right on top of J-Van right now. J-Van's in a lot of trouble. He does land the sleep dart. He's going to get back to safety, so good aim from J-Van to get back to his team now. So the last defense is going to come from him. Going to come from Ignis right now with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock for them. Even if they do lose one fight here, they'll have time to get back in the spawn for one more, unless the payload continues to push up around these corners. They don't want to let it go any further, Ignis, because if they lose the fight, they're in all sorts of trouble, and they'll have different spawn times. And they've left it go a little bit too far. So this is really good for the Minutemen, as the shield begins to break for Tryhard right now. The shield's beginning to break also for Hydraulics, so they've got their shields down right now. Hydraulics is a little bit caught from his team. Moonhex gets in a better position here, but Raving Raptor is right on top of Moonhex right now, and he's taking him out along with the help of Big Bad Banana. Nano Boost is on top of Tryhard though, going right on top of the back line. He's got the shield back up though. Tillum gets a nice double kill, so this is looking pretty good for Ignis. But Raving Raptor could have caused a lot of problems for them, with Moonhex being taken out with a Revive handy. I'm glad he didn't panic and just click it. He's kept it together. Sean has a... man, you're going to screw me all game long. The Rocket Barrage for him is online right now. So, they want to be able to die. They want to be able to cop the Earth Shatter and the Graviton, hopefully. Hopefully. They got Soldier 76. They're going to lose this fight regardless, Ignis, so they need to die, and Moonhex is in a really bad position right now. This is really good for Minutemen if they charge in and they take out Moonhex, because the whole fight comes down to Ignis being able to live, and being able to absorb the ultimates of Minutemen and get revived. And here comes the Graviton Surge. Moonhex needs to get in a good position, but he's been taken out by Raving Raptor, so this is awesome for Minutemen right now to push on. Rocket Barrage here for Sean, doesn't get anyone though. Oh, you get Swanky Pants in the end, but too many people have fallen here from Ignis, and the cart's being pushed here from the Minutemen. Some of them need to push up here to the spawn point. You only need a couple of people on the payload. Some of them need to get here on top of the spawn, and the res comes out from Moonhex. But man, it's a little bit too late, and he gets slammed down with an Earth Shatter. Thereafter, Raving Raptor and Big Bad Banana finish them off on the back of that Earth Shatter from Hydraulics. But they've left the cart here. They've let too many members from Ignis get on there. So this was the game to win. This is with Minutemen's game to win, and 25 seconds remaining. They need to get there nice and aggressive. Now they're all on the back foot. Too many members are up from Ignis. Only Raving Raptor got into the back line. He's jumped out of there. He's gone back to safety, but man, they've let the cart almost get there. They should have just thrown everything at them, but 7 seconds remaining, and they're caught inside a Graviton Surge here from Keedy. This is going to be absolutely devastating. Raving Raptor does get on top of the cart, along with Koth and Big Bad Banana and Hydraulics. Everyone's going toe-to-toe right now on top of the cart. They need to be careful with Big Bad Banana having that Soldier 76 on. He picks up a double kill. Koth gets a kill on top of Tillum. Can they turn it around? Here comes the Discord Orb on top of Hydraulics. Here goes both Transcendences. They keep people up. They're just swirling around each other, having a little bit of a synchronized dance on the Zenyatas. But as only Swanky Pants, he's going to get cop a big Earth Shatter in the face by Tryhard. He gets a double kill. And that's going to be all she wrote for the Minutemen. 2-0, and just a meter away from, not even that, from pushing the cart to the finish. And they're going to end with 2-0. So Ignis right now, they can turn things. This is their game to win, and win it 3-2. So they had a pretty strong showing before. They had a pretty strong showing on defense. They didn't pull the trigger a few times, but it was mostly. They didn't pull the trigger when they should have on defense. They should have been a little bit more aggressive, which cost them a lot of fights. But the Minutemen weren't able to capitalize on the mistakes of Ignis too much. Only a few times they've capitalized, but both teams have done a decent job though. So it's not an easy map to play on Dorado and Numbani as well. So most teams in the mid tier to lower tier play on a lot of hybrid and a lot of Koth maps. So payload requires a lot of coordination as a team, especially a long one like Dorado. A lot of pressure can be put on you because you can go so well at the start, but then each section of the map is quite different from the other. So you require different heroes to support your team and work around with your surroundings because of the different of the different sections of the map being unique on Dorado. So you can whip out a Mei here on the first checkpoint, but you wouldn't play Mei on the second. You'd play you want a Reaper or a Genji instead of the Mei. Here we go. They're going to come out of the gates right now as I'm writing down on my pad. I just did do a few things. I'm writing on my pad. So it's the Minutemen. They're on defense right now. It's their game to win. Oh, no, sorry. It's Ignis' game to win because they can get 3 points here and walk away with a victory. So it's all up to Minutemen's defense right now. And they've let the cart push too much forward. They've killed Sean though, so this is good for them. But they got to rotate as a team, which is good here. So they've got a lot of members grouped up here, being able to come back to the cart all together. They just need to wait for their Reinhardt though. So Koth doing a good job just beaming people and making sure they don't get onto his backline before Hydraulics gets there. So they need to pull the trigger right now, Ignis, and not waste any time. They could have done it before while the Minutemen were rotating, just like the Minutemen did last time around with Ignis rotating. Ignis needs to pull the trigger once the team's rotating and they're not in the market, but it's not going to be the case. So let them set up here on the escort. As we've got Raving Raptor just getting back to his team. He has Discord Orb. He had to wait for it to fade away. Shield begins to break for Hydraulics. As they're going to just eye off here. All the Minutemen need to do is just buy their time. Just build their ultimates here. They can play this game. This is good for them. Sean's here on the right-hand side. He gets taken out by Big Bad Banana. And they're forced to use a Transcendency from J-Van. That's a little bit questionable. I think he's just a little bit quick on the trigger right there. Big Bad Banana, man, he wanted to get into position to kill the team, to kill Tillem, but man, he's lucky that Nugs is there because this could have been all sorts of hurt. But he has a nano boost on top of him. He picks up a triple kill before being slammed down by Tryhard. He does take him out, but man, he already got a nice triple kill off. Hopefully they don't pop too many ults here, the Minutemen, because they're at a good spot right now. They have the Transcendence, and they're about to have an Earth Shatter. But the spawn is very close for Ignis, so Minutemen don't want to get caught out near the spawn. If they continue to fight on the streets outside of the market, it's always going to go back to the favor of the attacking side because the spawn's so close. They'll eventually have members up to catch you out. So they've moved back now, Minutemen. They're going to regroup. They're right in front of the payload. Up here, we've got Sean just hovering around on the Farah. He's trying to get some shots back, but I'd like to see him come around here. See him like camera swooping. I'd like to see him go around the back. Get some damage off in the back. He hasn't got a Mercy to combo. Oh no, he doesn't have a Mercy to combo with, so my bad. So we should see them both going in there and using the power boost. But here we go, they're going to push in anyway, straight up through the guts. It's a quite separated fight. Tillum does get the kill on top of Nugstar. Sean's right there on the back line. Soldier 76 here with Big Bad Bananas under some pressure. Holding behind the little statue right here. Or on top of the roundabout, whatever you want to call it, the directions. And the shield begins to break here for Hydraulics. He's been taken out by Tryhard. They're going to keep moving forward. They separated the back line of the Minutemen. And Raven Raptor does hit the Dragon Blade, but he has to get through a Transcendence. He's not going to be able to do that. So he should have kept the Dragon Blade. Should have kept it in. And his sleeve, whatever you want to call it. What do you think you call it when you keep your sword in? Whatever that was, he should have kept it in that. And they're going to have to back up now, the Minutemen. They're going to have to get back up on top of the high ground. If they stay here too long, they're going to get caught out from Ignis. So Ignis are now going to wait for the gate to unlock. Sean's up there on the high ground, along with Moonhex to get some damage off in the background, on the back line. As they're going to charge up here together, so Minutemen have a good idea. Have a good idea here. They're going to go up here on the top side right now. So I'd like to see them move across here to the church. Just hold just up here and then choose. They can just dictate when they want to jump down to fight because they have an Earth Shatter, they have a Graviton, they had the Soldier 76 Ultimate. I'm a noob, I don't know the actual name because I'm really bad. The Transcendence is now up for Swanky Pants as well, so they should choose to jump down right now. They haven't pulled the trigger yet. Raven Raptors are in the back line and they've got their eyes on him. Here comes the Mech Ultimate. It's not going to be able to capture anyone though, so this is when they should jump in now. They have no threat of the Mech, but they haven't pulled that trigger just yet. Hydraulics is on top of Tillum right now, but Sean's right up there shooting rockets into him. So the longer they take here, the better it is for the Minutemen because they were at a disadvantage with less ults and they've landed the Earthshot up and tried hard. They're going to go win. The Graviton Surge has caught several members here from Ignis right now. They're under a lot of pressure. The Rocket Barrage coming. He's been from Sean. Only picks up one kill. The res comes in from Moonhex. And they're in a good position right now, the Ignis, off the back of Minutemen dying here. They don't have a Mercy of their own. So this is really good for Ignis. All they needed was that revive and absorb some of the ultimates from the Minutemen, especially that Soldier 76 and the Graviton. But credit to the Minutemen, they didn't panic too much. They were able to hold on to the Graviton and the Nano Boost. If they can land a nice Earth Shatter here, I would suggest for them to use the Nano Boost. But man, the Transcendence is a little bit too far forward. Well, it's not too many members got caught out there by the Dragon Blade by not being stuck in that Transcendence, and it's costing the fight here of the Minutemen. And so Ignis is pushing on now. It's going to be quite similar right now. Quite similar times. It's about 2 minutes and 40-ish when I believe when the Minutemen pushed in. But you know, you guys will be watching the VOD and be able to tell me that I'm wrong. So here we go. They're going to push in. So they're going to have 2 opportunities, like I said before, to defend here on this first corner. And then over here towards the spawn. And here comes Hydraulics. He knows this. He throws down the Earth Shatter. They're going to fight right here. They're going to pull this trigger. And with Raven Raptor going right in the background here. Here comes the revive. But they're still in a good position here with the Nano Boost on top of Raven Raptor. Transcendence comes out for J-Van. But too many members got outside the Transcendence aura on Ignis. And Raven Raptor's able to dash around and slash them up. Tillum's just all alone right now as a lonely Zenyatta. He got out though with the help of Tryhard. Tryhard does get killed for his troubles though, for being a good guy. J-Van does take out Hydraulics though. The mech does explode, doesn't get anyone though. Koth gets taken out though, so the fight's been turned around on the back of Moonhex's revive. And Tillum's doing a good job here, but he's inside a Transcendence with the Dragon Blade. He's not going to be able to get any kills here. He needs to get out and reset. There's a Discord Orb on top of him, but man, J-Van's there to help out as well. He's going huge right now on the Zenyatta, picking up a nice double kill. The cart's pushing on. Hydraulics charges forward. He's taken out instantly, but the Graviton Surge comes out from Koth here to save the day. Transcendence from J-Van to keep people up. That's a good use of the Transcendence. Raving Raptor's got the Zarya shield on him. Here comes an Earth Shatter from Tryhard to send members down to the floor. Can anyone get back from the spawn room from the Minutemen? Because this is really crucial with still 1 minute and 8 seconds on the clock. They have to get people there nice and quick. Here comes Hydraulics. No one switched to May though to go ice block mode, and this is going to cost them. You know, they're going to be able to push on here, and congratulations to Ignis. They're going to make it 1 map to 1. They picked up the win on Dorado with the win coming from Minutemen on Barney. So a very close game. Well played here from Ignis. I said it was their game to win. All they had to do was get the 3 points, and Minutemen put up a fight though, but man, just didn't pick the right times to engage. They did earlier on, but the Moonhex revive was the one fight that I saw from Minutemen, other than the first checkpoint, that went in their favor, was where you should be fighting on that corner, but they couldn't spot where Moonhex was, and he swooped in with a beautiful revive, which kept Ignis back in the fight. As you see Sean's handiwork there, and I gave him a bit of grief for not getting any kills with the rocket barrage, but as you can see, he had a big impact on his team with 29% of the team's damage. So good showing from Sean.